Here at Planet Fitness in Grand Junction, and I spoke to the owner earlier today to discuss what he is feeling ahead of Friday's restrictions. Masks are required here on the chairlift, but it's just to protect you and to help social distancing. You guys can come down here to Main Street, put in your vote right in this little jar here. The patients here at Colorado Canyons Hospital and Medical Center, and they said that this is the highest number that they've had at one time so far. And if you are planning to head out ahead of Election Day tomorrow, or even coming over here and dropping off your ballot in this box behind me, be sure to do it before 7 p.m. Now, for the meantime, they're excited to even just come to the post office and drop in their mail. There is a machine this year that is helping produce more snow because of the fact that it's been a barren year for snow in general. But there is still enough snow to make at least a snowball. Well, Goldine, there were 549 graduates here earlier today to celebrate their accomplishments of finally finishing college here at Salvation Army on North 4th Street in Grand Junction. You can see, I'm just going to step aside so you can see all of the cars that are here lined up waiting to get their Thanksgiving meal this year. Turnout was higher than ever before this year, with first-time need at its peak. And I have to agree with Nathan, the unbelievable butter is pretty good.
For nonviolent crime. I'm writing this letter in hopes that it doesn't fall on deaf ears. COVID-19 is running rapid throughout this jail at an alarming rate.
As COVID-19 cases increase at an alarming rate in Mesa County, according to Mesa County Public Health, infected inmates are speaking out.
And I didn't show any signs of COVID. I didn't even know I had it. They don't have it, and they're in the same pod as us. They give us cloth masks that are used. Mine was somebody else's mask.
400 inmates, 21 active cases.
If you have 11 people who were together before and they all tested in the same way, then it is reasonable and it makes sense to keep them together and continue to monitor them.
While they can't isolate every positive case, keeping those who do have COVID separated between violent and non-violent offenders has been a challenge.
We have cells that accommodate 4 people, and we have cells that accommodate 2 people. There are very few cells that accommodate just or built for just one. The majority of the cells are either for 2 or 4 people.
Carlita Gochez, mother of inmate Desiree Fisher, worries for her daughter's life in custody.
Why aren't they being able to bond out or at least getting, PR'd out because of this corona?
While the sheriff's office doesn't determine bond amounts, they've been working with the courts to lower the number of inmates.
Yes, at the very beginning of the emergency response to COVID, we, the sheriff's office, went to the district attorney's office and said, here's a whole list of people who we believe we would like you to consider reducing their bond.
Despite her daughter not being able to bond out, Carlita feels inmate lives matter and hopes each one she's talked to will get a chance to redeem themselves once they're released.
And I'll bet right now, each one of them that wrote these letters will go home and get their lives together with a lot of help from the community.
Planet Fitness in Grand Junction is preparing ahead of Friday's level red restrictions.
We provide a very safe environment for our members, and while still, changing capacities.
Capacities will be limited to 10% or up to 10 people with reservations.
We're just taking these standards and we're trying to exceed expectations so that when our members come in, they actually have an environment that they're very, very comfortable, very safe in.
Gyms that do have a 5-star rating here in Mesa County will be allowed to remain open with 50% capacity or up to 100 people.
We're going to continue our 5-star rating with Mesa County. We're going to work really hard to show that we're a business that has worked really hard with the county to exceed the expectations and provide the best experience possible and the safest experience possible for anyone that comes through our doors.
Cleaning protocols have been increased to ensure safety.
We're cleaning every hour with electrostatic sprayers. We're spraying everything down. We're going to follow the mandated protocols as put out by the state and the county for the restrictions.
Some members have found it hard to keep working out in person.
Have people cancel, which is unfortunate because it is hard to work out in the mask, but a lot of people are pretty compliant and wear the mask and just want to be here and working out, and we do our best to enforce that at all times of the day.
But many feel they're safer than ever before.
I think it goes beyond 5 stars. I think this is just truly an amazing gym. I'm very, very pleased to have found it and to be a member here.
Powderhorn is ready for skiing and boarding, but you can expect changes on the slopes this season.
We've been preparing all summer for our winter operations. We had a great summer season with the bike park and kind of figuring things out from there on, how to space out the lift line and how to sell tickets and passes.
Tickets must be purchased in advance this year.
We are letting all our guests know to plan ahead. You can't walk up and buy a day ticket as you could in the past. You have to buy online ahead of time, and that's true of all our products, rentals, lessons, and day tickets.
Masks are required here on the chairlift, but it's just to protect you and to help social distancing.
When you come to Powderhorn this year, your car is your base camp. You store your gear in the car. We aren't allowing gear bags inside the lodge due to our COVID-19 safety precautions.
Opening day was pushed back due to low snow totals.
Mother Nature hasn't quite delivered in terms of temperatures or snowfall, but luckily our new snowmaking system that we installed over the summer has allowed us to open on one of our earliest days in history.
Today is the opening day for Powderhorn Ski Resort, and as you can see behind me, there is a machine this year that is helping produce more snow because of the fact that it's been a barren year for snow in general. But there is still enough snow to make at least a snowball. Regardless of the changes, guests were excited to get back on the slopes.
Nicholas is better than me. I kind of dislocated my knee last time I was here, but I'm super excited to get back and get better.
The overall goal, to bring back a little normal.
It feels good to feel a little bit normal, even though there's a lot of changes to our operations and how we have to do things. At the core, it's still skiing and riding. It still feels good. It's still a lot of fun, and we're going to carry that through all the way through this winter.